Good morning, class. How is everybody doing? My name is ByzantineSoul. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be doing the Dushevnaya event. I think I said that right. I don't know. I wanted to do this yesterday because today's the last day of the event. I was hoping to do main story today, get the event done yesterday, but we had a little bit of an unexpected addition to the family yesterday. My cousin could no longer take care of her dog, so now we have a new dog. His name is Roscoe. He's very cute. I will post pictures later when I take some. But I was busy yesterday doing that, so I couldn't do this. So now we're on a time limit. Now we have 4 hours and 52 minutes to get through this. So I don't know if that's gonna happen, but yeah, I've been playing this game offline, not any story stuff or anything like that, but I had to show you guys my insane luck here. I did a 10 pull on February 6th, which is the last time I really did a 10 pull on the normal one, and I got Peritia, who I didn't have, and then at the end of the 10 pull, this is the 10 pull, I did a one pull and I got QJ after that, and I was like, okay. And then yesterday I made an oopsie and I already had Big D here, and I accidentally pulled a 10 time again when I wanted to pull for her gun because I needed a sniper rifle for her to use that wasn't the shitty regular one. So my luck is only offset by my own stupidity. And also, I did do the supply missions, I did some of the challenge missions, and I did actually play the minigame. One of the things that I like about the minigame is that all of these little events have these cute little minigames, and they're always fun to some extent, and I think this is the best one so far. I had a lot of fun playing it. I only played for about an hour yesterday morning, so I didn't like get too into it, but I did get a high score of almost 40,000 on challenge mode, which I was gunning for 40,000, and then it ended, and if I had just if Macchiato had fired like one more shot, it would have been 40k at that point. But we were going ham. It was really fun. It's like a roguelike, like Vampire Survivors Holocure type thing with it's very limited, but it's also still pretty fun. But yeah, so that's what I was doing yesterday instead of streaming, is taking care of the dog, or getting introduced to the dog. My cat, Ashes, doesn't know what to do about the dog. She, yesterday they were having a standoff, you know. He was coming up to her trying to play, and she was growling and everything. And then today, she was... But he's literally smaller than her. He's like a miniature fox terrier or something. I don't really know what he is, but he's literally smaller than her. So yesterday, after staring him down for a while, today she was literally chasing him around the house. Like this dog is in my way kind of shit. So I don't know what her problem is, but she'll get used to it. But yeah, let's get into the story. Today I will be probably doing auto battles, just because I don't necessarily want to, since we're on a time crunch, I don't necessarily want to spend the time strategizing against enemy units that are 40 levels lower than me. So we're just gonna get right into it, and we're gonna experience the story and see what Dushevnaya is all about. And hopefully learn how to pronounce her name properly. After fending off the creepy doll, Ulrid leads the dolls on a preliminary cleanup of the remaining Aelids and sentries in the ruins of the thermal power plant. They intend to take temporary shelter inside the ruins. If this is a sequel to the first event, I still have to watch the first event, because I missed it. Suomi and a couple of other dolls ventured out in search of resources. Dushevnaya, who has not yet made up her mind about staying or leaving, remains put for now. Currently, she's pacing back and forth in the room. So we're gonna get, when we do watch that, we'll be in like N media res. Oh, it doesn't have voice acting. I didn't realize that. It is a sequel to the first event. That's fine. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go through with context clues, and then we'll get to that first event again at some point. I know it's long, so I'm gonna have to set aside a day to do that. Maybe we'll do that instead of the Girls Frontline Story 1, or the Girls Frontline 1 story watch along that I had planned for this weekend. Maybe we'll watch the first event instead. And it's not voiced. That's messed up. Still, I should tell everyone after all. Still, is it really okay? Wouldn't it be inappropriate? Dushavnaya sits down on the bed. And now I don't know how to say her name still. If I stay... I think I'm saying it right. If I stay, I'll only waste everyone's supplies, but if I leave, where should I go? Even though I followed the clues here and met people who knew me from the past, I still haven't found any crucial information. Swami and Latara were so surprised that even asked me if I had lost my recollection of the commander. Commander. They really do make me feel nostalgic and warm, like someone I've been searching for all along, but I still can't remember. Dee utters as she thumps her head repeatedly. Dushavnaya, what are you doing? Is your body malfunctioning? Dushavnaya looks up to find a startled Rosalind standing at the door with her toolbox in hand. I'm just gonna assume she's from the first event. Oh no, everything's fine. When did you get here, Rosalind? I knocked on the door but didn't hear a response. Then I heard thunking noises and thought maybe something had happened to you. Sorry for barging in without authorization. Hold on, my nose is so stuffy. It's okay, I don't mind. I'm doing fine too, as sturdy as the thunder of spring. Thunder sturdy? Anyway, I'm glad you're okay. Anything I can help you with? Oh, right. I brought the replacement parts for your left shoulder joint. Lotta and the girls found just the right part while sweeping through the thermal power plant. Thermal power plant. I cannot speak today. I thought I'd come over and help you replace it. After all, we can't leave your left arm in a state where it'll fall off without a hitch. Yeah? So you came over specifically to help me repair? That's too much trouble. You could just ask me to come over. To spend a few resources available on me is frankly already quite the trouble. No need to be so polite, Dushavnaya. Didn't you assist us in exploring the thermal power plant earlier? I assume that you did. It's also thanks to you that we can settle down here for the time being. Come, sit here. I'll replace it for you. Dushavnaya relaxes a bit, then breaks into a smile. She sits down in the chair following Rosalind's guide. I contributed something? That's good to hear. Yes, keep the spirit up. You can also be more relaxed in general, you know. Huh? I am relaxed, just like loose soil after a rainstorm. I'm not terribly familiar with how soil works, but I can tell that you've been a bit on edge lately. Is there a thing that she uses just mysterious metaphors? Because I'm in. Somebody asked me the last time who my favorite doll was so far, and I didn't have a good answer, but I think I'm really into Dushavnaya so far, just from her gameplay and then just her whole design and vibe and all of her like level up animations, and she seems cool. I don't know that much about her though, which is fine because she doesn't know that much about herself. And then I think it's her and then Macchiato, and I think, you know, a lot of other characters are up there. Like, I don't dislike anybody, but yeah, I like snipers. I like snipers and swords in just every game ever since the beginning of time. I've come to your room for the repair for that very reason, thinking you'd be more comfortable in a place you're familiar with. I'm not doing this because I dislike everyone. I'm just looking for revelation in the depths of chaos. It's definitely not because I can't bring myself to talk with everyone. Alright, alright. I know, don't be so nervous. Nobody's thinking that either. I feel a little sorry for everyone. There's only something I could do to make up for Well, I don't wish you to think like that. It seems like you're not open to change. Well, how about having a conversation with Ulrid? She's quite trustworthy. Some things are better addressed out loud rather than keeping it all to yourself, don't you think? Dushamnaya falls silent, and Rosalind refrains from speaking further. The room is filled only with the clinking of tools fixing the body. At least I can't hesitate anymore. I must act. You awakened me and patched me up, so at the very least I must do something for all of you first, even if I am to leave. Huh? Bless you, great healer. I will consult with our supreme leader right away. Don't hurry. Ulrid and Latara are mopping up the remaining Elids from the ruins. Elids! Elids! Wait for them to come back. I'll go find them. What? Wait a minute, your joint isn't ready. I think it's ready. If there's a problem, I'll get back to you right away, great healer. Please excuse me for now. Dushamnaya dodges Rosalind's attempt to catch her arm with a nifty maneuver, then promptly runs out of sight. Each one more troublesome than the last. Rosalind shakes her head in dismay and begins to pack up her tools. Did you mention leaving? What does that entail? Should I tell Ulrid? Ah, forget it. It'd be better if she explained it herself. I'll just keep my silence for now. Guys, I think I'm getting sick. The Supreme Leader and the Great Sage aren't here. I think I'm always sick. But this place needs to be cleaned up too, right? Bang bang. I'll take care of the cleanup here. Alright, cool. Let me, so this is not something I would normally do. Let's use Dushamnaya instead of Mosul Nagant, just because she's in the story. I forgot to level up Macchiato. Oh well, it's fine. This is not something I normally do, but since we're on a time crunch, I'm just gonna hit auto and watch and see what happens. I will admit, one thing that I have been doing is for like replaying quote-unquote difficult missions, so the higher level like side content stuff. I will replay missions, like I'll play the mission, and then I've been like replaying it just to see what the AI does, to see, you know, how they think of strategy, and getting to watch like synergies play out and how the different moves work, especially with characters that I don't know that well, has actually been really helpful. I've been like studying the computer, how the computer plays. I think that's been helping me understand the game a little bit more. What are you two doing? We're in trouble. There are more enemies than we expected. Nice shot. Lord Chief, Great Sage, I'm here to support you. I love that she has these insane nicknames for everybody. They're like pseudo-religious. I don't really know what that's about. But I guess she doesn't either, so we're in the same boat. Yeah, and like I said, I wouldn't normally do this. Normally I would play the missions myself, but I am just in it for the story today. Today we're going full narrative mode. She's a Chuny? Yeah. I love that. Big fan of Chuny. Big fan of Chuny characters. Like big, love Chunibyo and Other Delusions. Classic. Like, she literally puts her hand to her eye and is like, look, don't even look at me. The dark flames of Lord Demon San are gonna come out of my hand if you open this eye. I've got my powers hidden, you know, hidden away. They're sealed. Like, she already has that energy, so I can see the Chuny for sure. Ulrid and the group have just returned to the hideout after cleaning up a sizable area within the thermal plant. Thanks for coming to help, Dijimnaya. Thanks to you, Latara and I were able to finish the cleanup sooner than expected. Is your body doing fine? The great healer said that she's not finished with adjusting my joints yet, but I haven't noticed any abnormalities. There's no need to worry about me, Supreme Leader. There's a formidable boulder blocking the river in my neural cloud, more concerning than any damage on my body. I would be very grateful if Supreme Leader could help me shatter it. River? Boulder? What are you talking about? Is there something wrong with Dijimnaya's neural cloud, Latara? Yeah, oh wait, no. Nothing's wrong with my neural cloud, but rather some question lingers within. I'd like to hear the Supreme Leader and the Great Sage's thoughts on this. I see. So you finally feel comfortable enough to open up. Ulrid blush. I have been blessed. I was considering whether to approach you directly since you're not being very forthcoming, yet I was worried about being too blunt. Being so overcautious isn't typical of you, Ulrid. After all, I feel that Dijimnaya might get the wrong idea of things. It turns out the Supreme Leader has been tending to my feelings all this time. No big deal. It's only natural for companions to look out for each other. Phenomenal face. Tell us, what do you want to discuss? Nothing major, really. I've spent my fair share of time here and have been cared for by all. What I'm getting at is if there's anything I can do to repay the favor. Huh? That's it? I thought it was going to be more personal stuff. You know what? Forget it. I don't think there's any particular need to be concerned about being taken care of. However, if you want to do something, why don't you just go ahead and ask everyone? Just go and ask everyone. Wouldn't that be quite bothersome? What's so bothersome? I'm gonna lose it. I cannot speak today. I can't breathe out of my nose. That's probably why. Not that I can usually, but it's worse today. What's so bothersome about that? Don't sweat about it. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Strange. Maybe they happen to require your assistance. You're right. After all, helping everyone is the original purpose of my almighty wish machine. Almighty Wish Machine. What an awesome name. So, what would Supreme Leader and Great Sage wish for? I'll try my best to do everything within my power. However, I probably can't fulfill something as grandiose as world peace. Huh, me? Well... Ulrid sinks into her thoughts. Latara turns her head to look at her. The very moment their eyes meet, Latara realizes what the other has on their mind. Well, actually, my wish is quite simple. It's... Huh? Latara, what happened? You come over here. Huh? Amidst Dijimnaya's puzzled stare, Latara forcefully pulls Ulrid aside and scribbles something on a piece of paper. You're gonna wish for Dijimnaya to stay, don't you? Wow, how did you know? Dolls nowadays can read neural clouds? Keep your voice down. Your thoughts are written all over your face. But that's beside the point. You can't just wish for something like that, Ulrid. Dijimnaya always wanted everyone to be happy. If she'd already made up her mind, wouldn't you be putting her in a difficult spot by wishing for something like that? Oh, you're right. I got a bit carried away. It's her decision at the end of the day. I apologize. I'm sorry, did I say something that caused you trouble? I didn't mean to. No. You know, I'm just fretting over what to wish for. Actually, I can't really think of one all of a sudden. Latara, why don't you go first? Latara's eyes widen in silent objection against Ulrid, then lower in defeat. My wish is to meet the commander again, if only just once. Latara writes down these words solemnly in her note. The commander? Is that human you mentioned earlier as a trustworthy commandant, right? The same commander we used to work with at Griffin? Yes, that commander. There's something I wish to deliver to them, but due to the agreement, I have no idea when we'll be able to meet again. But I don't know where to find the commander either. After all, my neural clouds have been... It's okay, Deshmnaya. Once everything is settled and the agreement lifted, we can search for the commander together. When we find them, perhaps there will even be a way to get your lost memories back. Right. Thank you, Great Sage, even if I'm unable to... No, never mind. That said, since the Great Sage's wish will be unattainable for a while, please make another one. Otherwise, I'll be as restless as a grasshopper stuck in a mud pit. With how precious an opportunity to make a wish is, I'd like to carefully ponder on it and then make discreet decisions. But whether or not it comes to fruition, I would be very grateful for your goodwill, Deshmnaya. The Great Sage, I am very touched by your words. Since neither of us can make up our minds, why don't you help Suomi with hers first, Deshmnaya? Although she's out scavenging for supplies, she can be considered the closest one to you. Maybe you'll be able to guess her wish. Right. We can't overlook Suomi just because she's not here. Let me see. Suomi seems to love music? What genre was it again? Yes, Suomi loves this genre of music called heavy metal. Is heavy metal some kind of powerful attack? Nope. It's a proper genre of music, but I'm not terribly familiar with it. I've only listened to it a couple of times under Suomi's enthusiastic recommendation. Let's just say it leaves an impactful impression. That's one way to put it. In that case, should I help Suomi expand her local library? She was occupied with exploring the thermal plant before, and now she's out scavenging for supplies. Should be a while since she's listened to any new tunes. But we are having a hard time just maintaining short-range communication. Connecting to the network is out of the question. No relays in sight in such a backwater place either. Why don't we check the thermal plant servers for any local files? Latara, what do you think? We haven't unlocked all the storage spaces on the main server yet. If this place was crewed by human employees before, there's a pretty good chance that some personal files are still in there. But not everyone enjoys that kind of music, right? Will there really be any in the main server? There's gotta be one, right? Somebody at the power plant probably listens to heavy metal. Niche hobbies have their audience, just like yourself, Ulrid. A doll who loves stress relief toys doesn't exactly come a dime a dozen, but still got one standing right here. Well, can't argue with that. Stress relief toys? Anyway, there's no harm in trying. Even if there isn't any in the storage, the possibility of linking to the network using the main server is highly beneficial to all of us. Alright, I'll make sure to bring back heavy metal. Oh yeah, speaking of stress relief toys, Deshmnaya, may I wish for some new stress relief toys? This rubber pig that I have right now is falling apart with how much I'm squishing it. Autism Queen? Question mark? No problem, Supreme Leader. However, what do you mean by stress relief toy exactly? Oh, I see that you're a stranger to stress relief toys. There's so many varieties out here, Deshmnaya. We gotta get her some, what are they called? Pain-seeking toys? First up, and highly recommended by myself, are the foam types, like this rubber pig. They come in all shapes and sizes and are great whether squeezed or whacked. Maybe she just has anxiety. Whacked? Then there's the scalp massager, or as I like to put it, soul extractor. It really cleanses the mind at first, but it doesn't do much for me anymore. Also, bubble wraps are nice, but they're not reusable, which is unfortunate. Oh, there's also the slime. Slime? I guess the Supreme Leader really is going through a lot. But that doesn't change the fact that slimes are fantasy creatures. Supreme Leader shouldn't mix up reality with fantasy. That was awfully reasonable coming from Deshmnaya. The slime Ulfrid refers to is a gel-like toy, named so because it's soft and gooey and looks like a slime. When she told me that before, I misunderstood as well. Yes, kneading on slime gel is the most stress-relieving thing ever. At least that's what I've heard. I haven't tried it myself, though. I see, I'm sorry. Hello, welcome to the stream. No need to apologize, Deshmnaya. It's Ulrid's fault when she just can't stop gushing about useless information. How is that useless information? These are all toys that I highly recommend for stress relief. Dishunaya might like them too. Please do let me try them out. Though, which one specifically does Supreme Leader want? I'm fine with any of them. I actually like them all. Also, it's a challenge to find these things here to begin with, so anything Dishunaya seems suitable will do. Dishunaya tilts her head perplexed and stares thoughtfully at Ulrid. What's the matter, Dishunaya? Why are you staring at me? Is it too awkward for you? No. I just feel as if I'm seeing a different side of Supreme Leader. How should I put it? I used to think that Supreme Leader was, well, reliable, mature, and a firm leader to everyone at all times. The truth is, she's as much of a nervous wreck as everyone else when she's stressed. That's not what I meant. It's more like, not a holy warrior shrouded in radiance, but a shepherd with a fine sword protecting the whole village instead. Poetry. Huh? Looking at Dishunaya scrambling to gesticulate her true thoughts with her whole body, the Tara gives a heartfelt smile. Dishunaya is trying to say that Ulrid is amiable, right? That's it. She isn't a distant, enigmatic saint, but rather suffers from irritation and stress just as we do, which makes her relatable. That's a bit too flattering for me. We're saying you're not so reliable. I just don't feel the need to be constantly on edge around you girls. It's a lot of pressure. We're very close after all, and you know more or less what I'm really like. Very close, huh? I can do that too. Supreme Leader, I will strive to bring you back excellent stress relief toys. I appreciate that, but my wish isn't a priority, so just look around in the meantime. You should focus your efforts on these clearly oriented wishes first. Understood. I'll head to the main server room and log into level 2. Hopefully I can find these long-lost treasures for Suomi. The main server room has been cleared. Should be relatively safe. Latara and I have other things to take care of. Dishunaya, is it alright for you to go alone? No worries, leave it to me. So the first operation of the Almighty Wish Machine project, let's go. I need some water. I forgot. I didn't expect to be voicing the characters. I was like, oh, maybe they'll be voiced this time. Nope. No, they were not. Alright, we're just gonna autoplay. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. That didn't actually hurt, it just surprised me. I punched my microphone stand. I think, speaking of my microphone stand, I think this setup, I've switched my setup around so that it's on the other side of my body, which is so nice now because now it's not in the way. Before it was on the left side and I'd be like reaching to get like my water and I'd hit the microphone because my water's on the left of me, or I'd be like reaching for my phone or something and I'd hit my mic or my mic stand, and it was just in the way. So now I switch it to the right side, and now it's way better. Now that I flipped it around, I feel like I have so much room. Especially because of the main monitor. The monitor that I look at is the left one, and I'm like, I do a lot of things with my left hand as well, so it's just so nice just to not have that space taken up, because before I was like, I felt really irritated. But now I'm living the life. I'm glad to see, the first time I hit auto battle, like a week ago, the first time I ever auto battled, I was like, I'm glad to see they do exactly the same thing as me with QJ, is just walk forward and press alt. Like there's nothing else for you to do. Oh my god, is that a chainsaw dog? Yeah, these guys aren't gonna last very long. Especially when they're like, what, level 15? I was looking ahead of time. I think the highest level enemies in this story are level 25 or something like that. Farmer killing robots. Can you make it? Oh, she can't make it. Damn, I thought she could. I don't know why sometimes it does do things like that though, where it like moves a character that you don't need to move because you can just finish the mission, but it's not a big deal. Could they be here? Lost in the river of time, the light that Suomi cherishes? Imagine just fighting through waves and waves of enemies just to get to like a heavy metal MP3 a dot wave file on somebody's computer. It's like Woody Harrelson in Zombieland searching for the Twinkie. Against all odds, you know. Although I guess that's a good comparison because it's like, you know, searching for a sense of normalcy in a post-apocalyptic world. These scholars are not. These scholars are, maybe they should have stuck to academics, because things are not going well for them. Oh boy. Also, I think Digimnaya's kit is really fun. I think my favorites so far are the ones that get extra attacks, which is all of the characters that I use, right? Like, these four, Mosin, Karolik, just give me more things, just let me shoot more, and I think you've built a character kit that I like. Inside the thermal plant server room, Digimnaya successfully decrypts the server's locked storage space. The encryption was pretty strong and took a bit of work, but it's no big deal for me. Let's see what's in there, huh? Communication logs. Does it record all communications between the employees here and the owner? The last message was received 3 months ago? Hold on, didn't the Great Sage say this place got abandoned at least 2 years ago, judging by how it looks? Why would somebody be communicating with an abandoned thermal plant? Does the owner not know what went down here? Feels freaky. Better go back and tell the Great Sage and Supreme Leader first. Let's see if there's anything we're looking for. Digimnaya downloads the comm logs, then dives back into the storage, rummaging through it. Experimental Farm Seeding Report number 237. I don't think this is it. Periodic Experiment Debrief. Environmental Device Structure Diagram and Protective Measure Detailed Specification and Operation Procedures. I can't wrap my head around all these. It's not the time to read these in detail. Let me look again. Excerpts of artistic and societal creations of mankind. There's so much. Humanity is awesome. Luckily, there's a catalog. Let's see. Literature, art, film, music. Looking at the massive database, Digimnaya scratches her head. Why would a thermal plant have such a huge collection of these cultural products? They're even organized neatly. Could it be some employee's personal hobby? Music, genres, folk, rock, blues, classical. There are so many categories of music out there. Here, heavy metal rock. This is the one. Digimnaya opens the target path to find a long list of audio files. Great. So many of them. There must be some Suomi hasn't heard of before. I'll save them all. Speaking of heavy metal, what does it actually sound like? If the gentle and kind Suomi is a fan, it must be soothing, like a flowing stream of pure water brimming with optimism. Maybe it could act as a substitute for Supreme Leader's stress relief toy. That is a thing, though. You do see a lot of people who are into just really hardcore music that are just like Sweet little bundles of joy. Let me have a listen then. I'll just pick Corroding the Soul with Flowing Scars. That's a fancy name, let's go with that. The Shania links up with the speaker in the server room and starts playing the file, unleashing a blast of powerful tunes. Huh? The Shania closes the file instinctively. What was that powerful sound wave? That's heavy metal? So intense. Truly is a powerful attack. This is the kind of music Suomi likes? It's hard to tell. Seems that Suomi is much braver than she looks. I need to work harder too then. At the thought of Suomi, Shania breaks into a smile as she unpauses the music with the volume turned down. It's pretty good when you get used to it. At least I can understand now why Suomi likes this kind of music. That said, what type of music did I used to be fond of? I must have had a favorite genre, or other interests, before my neural records were lost. Having lost my past, what can I bring to the table? Even if I stay, can I really be accepted by everyone? Amidst the powerful tunes, Shania revisits the catalog of excerpts of artistic and societal creations of mankind. She glances over music, film, and literature before finally coming to rest over art. The lead singer's low, husky voice screams out a shocking verse, bringing Shania back to her senses. There's no use thinking about it. I need to focus on an almighty wish machine now. Not to mention things I have to report back to the Supreme Leader. Alright, it's no longer time for Shania the Treasure Hunter to dawdle around, but time to embark on a radiant journey. At once. Radiant journey incoming? Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn. On Shania's way back to their hideout. It's so quiet. Hard to imagine this place was crawling with elids and sentries not so long ago. Everyone's working so hard to clean it up. Suddenly her comm receives a notification. Excuse me, is anyone near the server room? Requesting backup here. Lotta, I happen to be nearby. What's the matter? Good to hear. Shania moving supplies from Warehouse 4 near the server room. A cluster of elids showed up unexpectedly nearby. They must have fled from the other sections being cleared out. Sorry, I can't deal with all of them on my own. Can you help me clear them out? Roger. Please send me the coordinates. I'll be right there. Lotta, my beloved? You like Lotta? I don't have Lotta, so I don't know what she's about. Nice shot. Are you hurt, Lotta? No, I'm not. And then I forgot to read. I skipped it. I went too fast. Probably wasn't important. She probably just said, "Oh, I'm not that bad. It's fine." Alright, well this is playing out. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta blow my nose so bad. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Did we win? Did we get all the stuff? We must have. After fending off the elids, Dishunaya and Lada start checking the supplies to be transported back to their hideout. Hold on, let me pull the chat back up. There we go. I love her design. Yeah. A lot of these parts are kind of rusty. Should we bring them back? She does have a good design. The hat in particular I'm a fan of. And the button? And the smiley face? Okay, I'm getting the vibe. Let's bring them back regardless. If Rosalind can't make use of them, Bathilde might instead. Okay, I'll sort things out and pick out the ones that are in better shape. Hold on, I gotta. It's gonna bother me if I don't do this. Okay, I did it. Lada whispers at Dishunaya, who has her head buried in the junk. Thank you for willing to come to my aid. Oh, right. Lada, there's something I need to ask you. Uh-huh. Lost in her own thoughts, Dishunaya did not hear Lada's quiet gratitude. Aw. Well, what is it? Do you have any wishes? Wishes? Why ask this all of a sudden? That's because I'm running the almighty, nope, the almighty wish machine. I got ahead of myself there. Which means I'm trying to make people's wishes come true. An almighty wish machine? Shivnaya, you're so very kind. What's with the flattery all of a sudden? Oh, first things first, I might not be able to grant a very challenging wish right away, but I'll give it my best. Okay. In terms of wishes, let me see. And... Shivnaya, remember the experimental farm we saw underground before? Nope. Oh, I remember, totally. That was such a tough nut to crack with all the sentries hidden in there. Is your wish related to the experimental farm? Yes, I'm thinking, what if we restarted the experimental farm? What? Restart the experimental farm? A tad too optimistic, isn't it? There's no way we can spare the energy to do such, frankly, pointless things now. Let's just move on to Shivnaya. Forget about what I said. Restarting the experimental farm is like searching for a piece of obsidian in the dead of night. One would need a lens powerful enough to see through the darkness. Lens? Obsidian? Sorry, I don't really... Seeing Lada getting confused, Shivnaya rushes to explain. I meant to say, why don't we go ask Bathilde? Balthilde. They've spelled her name 2 different ways now. She is, after all, an expert in fixing machinery. No need to ask Bathilde. Whoa, Lada. Lada stands up nervously and tugs at Shivnaya, who's carrying the parts bin and heading out the door. Shivnaya loses her balance and bumps into the shelves behind her. Clumsy queen. Shaken, the bottles and cans on the shelves topple over like dominoes, falling one after another into the trolley the two are using to haul the supplies. The freshly lubricated trolley conveniently slides away, hitting squarely the valve of the water pipe on the wall. With the sound of splashing liquid, a stream of dirty water accumulated in the pipe for who knows how long pours directly into the trolley. I'm sorry. Under the command of destiny, such coincidences are bound to occur. The supplies, not the supplies. Lada and Shivnaya rush over to the trolley to check on it. Ew, what's this? It's all gooey. Looks like something leaked out of the bottle. Let's see, this bottle holds glue and this one... Borax? What's borax? Apparently it's involved in the creation of fertilizer. Well, at least that's what Wolfine told me before. It does look quite nasty. The supplies aren't damaged, we can just clean them up. Huh? What's going on? This feels a lot like the slime the Great Sage mentioned. That does sound like that sounds like a Dragon Quest sentence for sure. Well, it's not a bad thing to immerse yourself in your own world. Slimes are fantasy creatures, Deshivnaya. You shouldn't mix up reality with fantasy. That's not what I meant. I was told by the Supreme Leader about this slime thing being a stress relief toy, but I've never seen one in person either. However, the way it was described matches how this one feels. Give it a squish, Lotta. It's incredibly soft, right? Whoa, it's all squishy. Ooh, it's kind of fun, actually. It's still kind of nasty. So the ingredients are borax, glue, and water. Lotta, are there any borax and glue left? I have a great idea. There should be. Let's search together. I don't think... Unless the idea is like a massive like slime slide. I don't know if it's... I think it's gonna be a problem. I think it might actually be a problem. Latara opens the door to Ulrid's room in their hideout. The dolls inside are completely oblivious to her presence. Why is mine so rigid? Rigid? It seems to have lost its elasticity. But how? Did I add too much glue? Junaya, how's yours? Mine is probably one that just got slain by the hero. What? Let me see. It hardly solidified at all. Your laughs are far too rowdy, Supreme Leader. Lotta, how's yours? Mine, please don't look yet. What's the matter? Show me. Oh wow, it's so murky. What is this? A slime tainted by Earth's power. Please don't laugh at me. Huh? Latara walks into the room and peeks in to see what the gang is up to. Oh, Latara, welcome, welcome. Want to join us? Are you playing with mud? Don't say that. This is Dishmnaya helping me fulfill my wish. Wish? Is this what Dishmnaya found? A novelty stress relief toy? It's not really a novelty, it's the slime that Supreme Leader mentioned before. When Lotta and I were sorting through the warehouse, we stumbled upon this method of creating something slime-like. Right, we stumbled upon this. The ingredients are borax and glue? Yes, and just the right amount of water. The facility seems to have preserved some water with relatively low collapse radiation contamination, likely meant for irrigation. But we don't know the exact ratio, so all our little attempts came out a little weird. Great Sage, can you shed some light on this? Latara reaches out and pokes at the rigid mass in front of Ulrid, then squeezes the gooey puddle in front of Dishmnaya and ultimately bypasses Lotta's entirely. Huh? Ulrid, no doubt you put too much glue in it. It's all solidified. As for Dishmnaya, I'm guessing the opposite. Too much water, so it won't solidify. What about mine, Great Sage? I couldn't have known. Maybe the material itself was contaminated. Oh no. Ha! What's this? There are things that even Latara, the Great Sage, doesn't know. You girls seem to be having fun. The chuckling crowd looks back only to find Rosalind leaning against the door, gazing at them with a smirk. Lotta quickly scans the room for any potential hiding spot. Failing to do so, she desperately presses her head down. Rosalind, what brings you here? To catch a runaway patient, naturally. Patient? Honorable great healer, my body is perfectly normal, just like sunshine in the morning. There's nothing wrong at all. I'm not here for you, Dishmnaya. Lotta? Here. I told you your body wasn't properly tuned up yet. Must you rush off to haul supplies and fight some elids on top of that? I'm sorry, I was a little bit anxious. But I carefully assessed the risk. What the hell did I just say? Assumed the risk? And felt it would be okay before doing so. Right. Does the great healer have a wish she can't fulfill? Dishmnaya, the voice of the almighty wish machine, is here to help. Almighty wish machine? If I happen to have one, it would be for those due for an examination to behave maturely and go lay on the inspection table on their own, rather than making me play hide and seek all over. Ugh. Even for me, seeing Rosalind in such a state still gives me shivers. I'm sorry, Rosalind. Ulrid and I are to blame for this. We didn't realize Lotta's body wasn't in its best shape before sending her to sort out supplies. We'll make sure, I assume, I'm sure that's supposed to be sure. We'll make sure to be properly informed next time. That's right. Sorry, Rosalind, there won't be a next time. All I want is for you all to stay safe. But I will remember your promise, Ulrid. What's Rosalind doing here? Someone escaped from the maintenance room again? Bothild emerges from the doorway and peers into the room with a puzzled expression. Rosalind shrugs in response. Bothild, quite a lot of guests today. How can I help you? Oh, I overheard someone complaining about the low supply of transport efficiency. If you girls can find another forklift, I can fix it up to a serviceable state in no time. That should somewhat make life easier. You're in charge here, what do you think? Indeed. The more tools available to us, the better. A forklift, huh? Give me a minute, Latara. Was there one in the underground farm that we explored before? Yes, but that sector has only been tentatively explored. The cleanup hasn't been completed. We can't let Bothild go alone. It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous to go alone. Hands you a robot woman. Holds your palms out together. Just Jushivnaya. Waiting patiently in the palms of your hands. Indeed, but we still need to check on the main server. We can't ignore the questionable communication logs discovered by Jushivnaya after all. Rosalind gives a gentle smile to a worried Lotta. You want to join her? Better give it some thought. Well, I think it's best if I accompany Bothild. Whatever, I'm fine with it. Then we'll leave it to you, Jushivnaya. No problem. Miss Rosalind, I'll go help Bothild retrieve the forklift now so you can mull over your wish some more. I'll ask you again once I'm back. That previous one doesn't count. Good. Then I'll take this naughty patient back with me. Jushivnaya, Bothild, take care, you two. I won't run away, so no need to worry about catching me. Says someone who's definitely planning on running away. You know what I mean? She's definitely gonna run away. What lurks in the heart of the silent machinist? Is that what that said? Shoot one. Huh? There are still remaining enemies here. We need to clean this place thoroughly. I don't know how long. I thought it was going to be a lot longer to get through this. And I also didn't expect it to be about slime. I didn't expect the 3 sections of slime making. So maybe we can actually play this ourselves. Yeah, that should be fine. That seems like a good place to put that. And just get everybody's ultimates. It's pretty. The game plan is pretty simple with when you have these 4 as a setup. Just hit ultimate on everybody on the first turn. That's pretty simple game plan. A little kind-hearted event after the human plan experiment one. It's good. That's a good respite, I think. The last one was intense. The Diane event was a lot. Shoot him so that the others can go and do their thing. Just shoot him. We don't have any need for anything else, really. Just keep you here. There are no enemies. Keep the barricades up, I suppose. And then we can easily hit all 3 of them here. Bang. Bang. And then, can you see this guy? No, you can't. Alright, well, maybe you can if you come here. And then just... Oh, I guess it doesn't matter, because I could probably do this, right? Yeah. I forgot I had her most important ability. In the ruins of the thermal power plant, Dushumnaya clears their surrounding enemies. With Balthild, the two make their way to the facility in the underground experimental farm. Balthild tinkers with the abandoned forklift parked in the corner, while Dushumnaya stands a short distance away, keeping guard. Balthild, how's the forklift doing? Busted. Is it really bad? Can it be fixed? What do you think I'm doing? Oh, sorry. No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm not blaming you. Come on, acting like you have something on your mind but refusing to speak up all this time. What's the matter? I just wanted to ask if you had a wish that you want fulfilled, that's it. A wish akin to a divine decree, something you're determined to want to realize. A wish? Because I was working on the almighty wish machine. What's that? You're gonna fulfill my wish? That's the idea. Anything you wish for, well, not necessarily everything, but go ahead and let me know first. Fulfilled? Have you asked Lara? What was her wish? She said she wanted to restart the experimental farm. I didn't know where to start, so I thought about asking you, but for some reason she insists on not doing so. Whoa. Damn, Lara. Always keeping everything to herself like this. We don't have the luxury of these things right now. You ever get that thing where it feels like there's like a little hole in your throat? If we don't proceed with the restart now and see how it goes first, will that be a hassle for you? Not necessarily. If there's anything I can do, feel free to tell me. I want to help make everyone's wishes come true. Don't get too excited, it doesn't really help. The collapse radiation level here is so high that even underground plants can't survive. This facility was studying how to grow crops in a contamination zone before, right? They should have relevant information on that. There's no mention of methods to reduce the level of collapse radiation, at least not in any of the unlocked archives so far. Dushumnaya stares determinedly at Balthild, causing her to curl up her shoulders uncomfortably as if trying to avoid her gaze. What about it? Balthild, do you also wish to restart the underground facility? Why would I want that? Don't put words in my mouth. Tsundere. Huh? But your previous response suggests you looked into the possibility of restarting the experimental farm before, Balthild. That's... If you've never thought about it, you wouldn't have bothered to look for methods of lowering collapse radiation, right? Like me, I've never paid attention to it. That's just you being careless. Tsundere. Even if that's what I wish for, then what? You can't solve the problem. Besides, you don't know us anything. What's the point in fulfilling our wishes? I don't... Oh. That might have been too harsh, but... Alas, it's not something you need to be concerned with. Slightly embarrassed, Balthild hastily ramps up the conversation and attempts to dive back into the repairs. Out of nowhere, she senses a strong gust of wind. Out of habit, Balthild looks over to see what's going on, just in time to meet Dushumnaya with her earnest eyes. Balthild, it is too early to give up. Huh? What's with getting all fired up all of a sudden? Even if it might be as difficult as holding onto quicksand within the flow of time, I'd like to try again. After all, searching heavy metal music for Suomi and finding a stress relief toy for Supreme Leader all sounded quite difficult at first, but I managed to do both in the end. Fine, fine. I have seen the chip found by the Supreme Leader and the Great Sage. Plants did once grow and blossomed here, so there must be a way. While filled, we have yet to check the data storage of this underground facility. If any relevant information exists, it's definitely here. That does make sense. This is the place that manages the underground experimental farm. Hold on. I'll patch into level 2 and take a look right now. Whatever encryption or blockade there is, I'll smash right past it. I am the almighty wish machine after all. Hey, don't get too carried away. Be careful. I stand by what I said at the beginning of the stream. I think Digimnaya might be my favorite. She's so fun. The defense level is quite high. We might actually unearth some glittering gems and gold. I definitely was expecting like another 5-hour extravaganza. It's been 1 hour and we have like 1 mission to go. I forgot. I forgot the game plan. Which is basically just hold W and 4 on the first turn. Activate? I don't know what this does. Okay, it opens the door. I see. Understood. Okay, and the other one's over here. Okay, I have full stability, so my first stability is gonna get a kill, and then is gonna get another kill. Well, it's gonna get 3. 4, maybe? I don't know. Let's, get rid of you. Just blast him point blank. Nothing could be more fun. Sure. Sure. Just move as far as you can. Hit him with the ultimate. Just so we get, you know, do a little bit of something while we're over there. Get alerted, bozo. Okay, and then you can probably just kill him. Yeah. Jeez. Connecting to the database, logging into the database. My bad, game. Game's yelling at me. I can't activate it from this side? Are you crazy? That's so annoying. That is very annoying. That I was like one tile away. Just hit him with the ult. Just hit him with the ult. Hit him with the ult. Walk forward. Kill him. Walk forward, kill him. And we'll just slowly approach where we're supposed to go. It's funny watching them walk super fast. It's because I have them on 3 times speed. If they were on normal speed, they'd run normally. Let's keep that. No, okay, whatever. It's fine. I'll fix it later. Not like this. I can't find anything. Maybe you're not using the right keywords. Show me. Right here. Although no direct reference is made, there are records of environmental device A being turned on and off here. An environmental device? Environmental device sounds familiar. Hold on, let me search my neural records. Don't push yourself. I've heard that your neural cloud isn't the most stable. It's alright, it's just a simple search. Gotcha. I've seen the structure diagram of the environmental device in the main server storage this morning. Let me display with the terminal here. Look. Is it mounted inside the cooling tower? Yep, which is why when I saw it this morning I thought it was a power generator. What is this environmental device anyway? Why do they keep jamming weird stuff into the cooling tower? The collapsed radiation booster is also installed in the cooling tower. That's it. This, look at this. This? I don't get it, Balthilda. This thing is what reduces collapse radiation, get it? It seems to sit somewhere on top of this underground farm, and not far away, too. I see. If the level of collapse radiation can be lowered, even just in a small area, that should allow an underground experimental farm like this to produce healthy crops. That's wonderful, Balthild. Glad we didn't give up earlier. Guess you were right this time. However, what's going on? Well, there is another related document titled Protective Measure, Detailed Specification and Operation Procedures, but the document is corrupted. I can only view the startup procedure part. Let me have a look. Alright. I'm a little concerned. What does this protective measure entail? Please don't be sentry automatons, just like in the cooling tower. Hard to tell, but according to the startup procedure, so long as every step is performed correctly, alarms and defenses won't be triggered. What do you think? Should we go take a look? You want me to decide? As long as we follow the procedure, there shouldn't be any problem, right? That's what the documentation says. Well then, how about we go check it out after you're done fixing the forklift? No need for that. I've already taken care of the forklift while you were in level 2. You can even drive there with the forklift. It's faster. Awesome, Balthilda. What a trusty mechanic. But isn't this underground? The entrance is just stairs. How are we going to get the forklift out of here? Come on, if a forklift managed to get here, that would imply the existence of an elevator of some sort nearby. Oh, that's right. I'll go find it. When your Chuni robot waifu decides she wants to get forklift certified. Very funny. In the ruins of the thermal plant cooling tower, Bethild and Dishvnaya are working on a device while their forklift is parked behind them, appearing a bit lonely. That's a lot of buttons. Balthilda, do you know how to handle them? I've seen the structural diagrams, though. It should be fine. Well, that should be pretty much it for the setup. Manually disengage the safety and we're good to go. Which one is the safety? It's not here. Looking at the diagram, it appears to be a large lever. Should be quite obvious. There. Dishvnaya and Balthild run up to the lever, which is not far away. Dishvnaya holds on the lever with both hands and Balthild nods to her. Hiya! With Dishvnaya pulling it down, the machinery inside the wall starts emitting a muffled noise, generating a mild vibration around the area. It's on. Okay. Smooth sailing so far. Balthilda, this may really fulfill you and Lada's wish. Does making someone else's wish come true make you that happy? Because I want to reciprocate everyone's kindness. That's the reason behind the almighty wish machine. Balthilde, do you feel the collapse radiation level dropping though? It should be. I have a collapse radiation detector with me. No, the readings haven't changed at all. Did something malfunction? Should we stop it first? No need. There should be a maintenance hatch over on that wall. I'll see what's going on. Just don't fall in it. Balthilde and Shivnaya arrive below the maintenance hatch, but its elevation is such that even on their tippy toes, they still can't reach it. Is there anything we can pad our feet with? Climb on my shoulders. Huh? Didn't you disconnect your shoulder before? If you don't take good care of it, Rosalind will chase after you. Chase? No way. Miss Rosalind is so kind. And the parts have been replaced. We should be fine. It's not gonna be fine. You ran away before she finished repairing you. Do you remember that? Anyways. Well then, crouch down a bit. Okay. Shivnaya crouches down, holding her hand out for Balthilde to step on and climb onto her shoulder, then shakily stands up. Well, do you see anything? Yes, hold on just a little longer. Balthilde pops open the maintenance hatch skillfully, bracing herself against its edge to probe in. Looks like the transmission got jammed in an awkward place. Some parts may need to be disassembled. My toolbox on the forklift. Wah! In a moment, Balthilde feels her footing falter, and her body plummets. Despite her best efforts to hold onto the maintenance hatch, she falls to the ground. What are you doing? Didn't I say hold on? No. Look at that. The treasure's guarding dragon has appeared. What are you talking? Unregistered subject detected. Commencing elimination. Didn't we follow the procedure to a T? Why is this hunk of iron here then? Could it be because we opened the maintenance hatch? That's not following the procedure? Is there no room for error at all? No room for error at all? What the hell is this procedure? It's coming! Move, Balthilde. The reclamation expert Phantom, the rep, lunges at them both. Shivnaya immediately pushes Balthilde out of the way and dives in the opposite direction of herself to prevent either of them being targeted. However, the two are separated as a result. Shivnaya fires at the reclamation expert. Combat damage detected. Subject hazard level increased, prioritizing elimination. All distracted. Balthilde, hurry and call Supreme Leader for backup. I got it. Take care of yourself. Okay. Okay. Oh, I fought your ass before. In a challenge mission? I think so. Phew. Balthilde should have evacuated to a safe location by now. I have to do everything I can to hold this evil dragon off until support arrives. Bang. Alright. Yeah, seems good. Combat start. Alright, first of all, bang. Second of all, bang. Third of all, bang. I did use their ults, right? I did? Or did I just sit them down? I can't even tell. Alright, let's get both of these guys. I was so busy making bang noises that I was not paying attention to what I was doing. I guess we'll see. What are you doing, big guy? Nothing? Okay. I literally didn't. Just go. Just go to the beginning. Go back to the I literally didn't. Okay. Okay, I'm just stupid. Is the thing. There we go, and then we just do the exact same thing. Okay. And it also reminded me to turn it back to 3 times speed, so it's fine, I guess, right? Now when this guy moves, it should be a kill. Yeah. There we go. I was like, wait a second. Destroy this. That's gonna kill him, and then we get the other one. Yeah, hit all 3 of his parts. Hit all 3 of his parts here, and then that's a barricade, so we're not stressing. Get rid of the pesticider. Oh, we can just kill him. I forgot that we were way higher level. Under Dishumnai's fire, the reclamation expert Phantom's movements have become less flexible than before. Dishumnai hides behind cover, looking for an opportunity for her next pot shot. Whew. Stay calm, I can do this, I can do this. Whoa. Before she can get ready, the reclamation expert Phantom comes charging towards her cover. I'm going to be saying the full name every time, shattering it. Dishumnai doesn't fully avoid the impact and tumbles out of the way. Dishumnai, get down! Ugh. Dishumnai drops to the ground following her move to avoid the impact. She can feel several metallic objects flying right past her, plunging into the gaps of the reclamation expert's chassis and restricting its movement. Dishumnai, the great sage, supreme leader. Bullets perforate the reclamation expert's armor, which protects its core control module. Seizing the opportunity, Ulrid plunges her sword into the gap, slicing off half of its core. Dishumnai, are you okay? I'm fine. A lot of Bathilds over there, behind the forklift. Detecting targets, increasing hazards? A lot to take care of Balthild. We'll handle this big one. Alright. Lada quickly runs to Balthild, while the remaining trio stand guard, keeping the reclamation expert Phantom at bay. Target, target, danger, eliminate, eliminate, target. With half of its core module missing, reclamation expert appears to be in disarray and begins to sputter in place and babble incoherently. First name reclamation expert, last name Phantom. Don't get it twisted. Huh? Is it broken? Eliminate, target, eliminate, eliminate. Oh. The reclamation expert suddenly charges in the direction of no one. Huh? With everyone watching, the reclamation expert violently smashes into the wall of the cooling tower and comes to a halt. The metallic wall panels cave in, with sections falling off to reveal the inner mechanisms. Ah. Then a low rumble. The floor and walls start to visibly vibrate, with the control device next to the wall emitting a beeping sound. Oh. Balthild, watch out. Balthild climbs up the wall by scaling over the reclamation expert, then peers in through the crumbled panels. What the hell? This thing just so happened to hit the place that's stuck. It fixed the jammed device. So the trick to repair machines is to hit it with enough force after all. A real stroke of fate. Just bashing Dishumnai upside the head until her memory comes back. Just beating her face into the wall. I don't think that's how it works. A device. Balthild and I stumbled upon this thing. It can decrease collapse radiation level. Dushavnaya messily recounts to Ulrid and others how she and Balthild went from repairing the forklift to repairing environmental device A. And then it somehow got fixed by just hitting it very hard? I'd just call it functional. We'll have to examine it thoroughly to find out if anything's wrong. Once this device is repaired, can the underground farm be reactivated as well? Well, we've got the environmental aspect sorted, but it also depends on the condition of other equipment, the state of the seeds and whatnot. Those aren't my area of expertise. Ugh, having something to hope for is already enough. Thank you, Balthild and Dushavnaya. Thank me for what? I didn't do anything. You better thank this hunk of iron stuck in the wall. Ha. All wishes come true as fate dictates. So is the power of the almighty wish machine. It's hard to believe that this is all just a coincidence. Do such miracles really exist? For a ragtag group of dolls like us, having made it this far is a miracle in itself. Perhaps fate really is lending a hand. Even with luck on our side, the final result was only made possible thanks to everyone's hard work. Had Dushavnaya and Balthild not come to check on the environmental device, the following event wouldn't have occurred. Now, not only does Lotta and Balthild's wish have a chance to come true, the collapse radiation level is also lowered, which is good for future explorations as well as everyone's maintenance. Great sage! Oh, well said, Latara. By the way, Dushavnaya, don't I have another chance to make a wish via the almighty wish machine? Right, great sage, go right ahead. I will do anything for you. Latara carefully writes down what she wants to say on a piece of paper. Since my wish can't be fulfilled in the moment, I'd like to pass this opportunity to Ulrid. Would that be okay? Me? You'll let me make a wish? That's fine with me. So, Supreme Leader, what's your wish? What is it? Let me see, how should I put this? Ulrid pauses for a brief moment, carefully chooses her words, then speaks with a solemn expression. Well then, Dushavnaya, my wish is for you to seriously reconsider whether you want to stay with us or leave. Huh? Is that asking me to stay? No, Dushavnaya. It is not my desire to leverage this opportunity of making a wish to coerce you into a decision that goes against your own will. Rather, I'd like you to reconsider the possibility. If, for example, you're willing to stay because you love being here and love everyone around, that would be great. Naturally, you don't have to give me an answer right away. I love it. Of course I love everyone. How should I put this? I've also learned a lot about everyone's different sides through this almighty wish machine project. Be the kind and sweet Suomi who has a passion for heavy metal music, or the Supreme Leader who's dependable and unwavering but equally needs the help of others. I really do. I can't do anything without all of you. And Lotta, cautious and timid, yet resolute deep down. I'm not. Of course you are. You're kind of stubborn as well. Then there's Balthild. Despite her blunt words, she cares more about her friends than anyone else. What are you talking about? Tsundere. Tsundere. Finally, the seldom chatty but always caring great sage. I'm scared. I don't know how I can get along with everyone without a past, nor if I'll even be accepted. Dushavnaya holds back tears as she speaks. Latara writes down her words and gently pats her on the shoulder. Don't worry, Dushavnaya. Didn't I promise you to go looking for the commander together? There must be a way to fix your neural records if we can get to the commander. As long as you don't give up, just like how you miraculously fulfilled everyone's wish today. Don't you think so? Let's make this your own wish. My own wish. Will it come true? Ulrid reaches out and pats her on the head. Pull yourself together. You're the, almighty wish machine. There's no reason why you can't have your own wish fulfilled. As for getting accepted by everyone or whatever, I don't believe the past matters. Be genuine with yourself. That's what will make you loved by everyone. True, true, true. Sobs. I love everyone like this. I wanna... Come on, let it all out. Everything you wish to say. I want to dwell in the crevice of time and create more faithful entanglements with the people I meet. Huh? What is she even talking about? I think Dushavnaya is trying to say what she wants to say. Well, if you don't object, that's the interpretation I'll go with, Dushavnaya. No objection. I want to stay and spend more more time with everyone and create new neural records. Alright, let's hug it out, everyone. In honor of Dishunaya officially becoming our companion. Whoa. Supreme Leader. Ulrid wraps Latara and Dishunaya into her arms in one fell swoop, then waves at Lada and Balthild. Balthild, let's also join. Nope, it's so corny, don't tug on me. The resolute Lada forcefully drags Balthild with her, and eventually the five of them embrace each other in a messy hug. Unfortunately, Ulrid's terminal rings up, disrupting the warm moment. Rosalind, what's the matter? Lada's disappeared again. Do you have a clue? I was in a hurry to come to support. I will be back at once, Miss Rosalind. Please don't hunt me down. Rosalind's gentle voice emanates from the comms terminal. Good. I'll give you one more chance. The final one. Speaking of, where have you gone? Why have you all disappeared? Something came up. We're now over by the cooling tower. By the way, Rosalind, Dishunaya just said she'd like to stay. Really? That's fantastic. I was worried she'd quietly leave with an unadjusted arm hanging off like that. That won't happen, Miss Rosalind. If I were ever to leave, I'll make sure to let everyone know. By the way, Miss Rosalind hasn't made a wish yet. Do you have something you want me to fulfill? Haven't I said it before? My wish has always been for my patients to stay put. Ugh. Including you, Dishunaya. Alright. Let's not scare her, Rosalind. Ultimately, they are the way they are because of your leniency. You're half to blame, Ulrid. I'll bring them back immediately, right now. No one can escape. Good. I'll be waiting your arrival in the maintenance room. Scary. Don't make her upset. Ulrid wraps Latara and Dishunaya into her arms in one fell swoop, then waves at Lada and Balthild. Well, since we're companions, we'll have to bear Rosalind's wrath together. I'm calling off on this. I forgot to mention this earlier. I also got a little glimpse of the healer's other side through this event. Look at you. Wouldn't it have been nice to just stay put and let her fix you in the first place? But I was worried about Balthild and Dishunaya. Who needs your worry? I'm the one worried about you getting turned into scrap metal. I've been holding it in this whole time. I've been hesitating to say it. I'm just gonna say it. Yuri. Latara smiles as she watches upon her companions, all dirtied up and heading for their hideout. She wants to write letters again. Latara, come on, don't fall behind. Right. GL. Oh, that was the end? That didn't take long at all. It took an hour and a half? I was gearing up for a 5-hour extravaganza. Alright, let me claim all my items here. And then, let's see what we can buy. We don't have a lot left. I've pretty much bought everything already. Let's see here. I would like to buy... How much do we have? I guess we could always use more of these someday. We could also buy 9 Dishunaya gifts. Or we could also buy... four of these. I don't really know what's worth it to me here. Maybe we just buy 4 of these and see what we get. Alright. Let me see. First, let's level you up. Thank you. Because I forgot to do it the last time that I played. Did you get a new attachment? I should have looked at what they were at. I should have looked. She just talks, huh? She has a lot to say. And that's everybody. I guess we can do it like this. And we can see this way. We got this for assault rifle, this for rifle, this for machine gun, and this for blade. Okay. Not for you. She brings a knife to a gun for to fight. Of course she talks a lot. You know what? That's a fair point. She's got a lot. She's got a lot going on. That wasn't an SMG. It was a rifle. Which means let's just put it on you because everybody else's rifles are full up. And calibrated. I made them a lot better than they used to be. Machine gun? I guess you can finally have an attachment. Sure, it's better than nothing. And then what was the last one? Assault rifle? Maybe you can use it? No, it's not that good. I did get... What is this? Oh, yes. Maiden's Wish. A girl who helps others fulfill their wishes might secretly make a wish of her own. Unlocked by completing the halting. Okay, so... I don't think we have enough to do a 10 pull because I just did one before stream, but we can add all my stuff. And then I do, before I forget, I do want to at least give you a little something here. I think, I know it's going to be a short stream, but I do think I'm going to end it there. My throat is hurting. I'm coughing. And I want to rest up for tomorrow because tomorrow I plan on doing a long stream. I'm going to be checking out a bunch of demos tomorrow. If you looked at my my schedule, tomorrow I'm going to be playing a bunch of demos from the Steam Next Fest that I'm really interested in. I'm going to check out like Solasta 2. I'm going to check out like Dutchy Drop and a couple of others. And then Friday and Saturday, we're going to be playing this again. We're going to do the main story. And then we're going to be playing Avowed. And then after that, we're going to be playing... We were going to do a Girls Frontline 1 story watch-along, but I might change it to a Girls Frontline 2 story watch-along where I play... Where I watch the event that I missed instead. Because I want to get caught up... My goal is I want to get caught up on this game... I want to play this game a little bit more frequently. I want to get caught up on the story and everything, just so that instead of I don't have to worry about it, I can just do... I can replace this time slot with a different story game, and then play through the events as they come out. And, you know, like one stream instead of like a bunch of streams all the time. That's kind of the plan for the rest of the week. I'm tired and snotty, and I'm gonna go lay down, I think. So, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And that actually, before we go, that felt like a... I wanted to say this earlier. That felt like a slice of life anime episode in between. You know, like in older anime, they would have like there'd be like a big heavy arc, and then there'd be like a slice of life episode, or even like a smaller interim arc. before the next big arc. This felt like that, which was nice because last time we had bio-necrotic chemical warfare war crimes occurring on experimental cults, religious bodies. So this was a nice change of pace. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. I rearranged my Steam Deck so I don't know where everything is. Bye bye bye. See ya. Class dismissed. I forgot to say it. Class dismissed. Bye bye.